She's an EXP. She is an EXP agent, but she works in Missouri and Nevada. And she was just saying how she has absolutely no support. She can barely get a hold of her brokers and stuff. And I mean, we shouldn't take lightly what we have here on the Dream Team. Just being able to, you know, hearing all these kudos and seeing all the help that we can get from each other on this team, we should not take it lightly because it is not just the fabric of EXP, it is a dream team thing. So I just want to shout out to the whole dream team.
Yeah, likewise, definitely.
But you know what, you're saying that, but I see us changing the entire culture, just as we are leading this effort and developing this whole movement.
Absolutely, guys. Yep. And that's why they're having me on, like in shareholders. This is the class that I taught about how we run Dream Team, and Fee wants me to come to Puerto Rico because it's really, the Puerto Rico event is really a kind of like an agent attraction training event, but they want me to talk about Dream Team and how we're doing it, because I think that's a critical part, because you just can't just recruiting people, it shouldn't just be, or recruiting bodies and leaving people out there, to defend themselves. So we're definitely going to be the model. So that's great. That's spot on what you said, Natasha, changing the culture.
I'm super excited about extending the model, at least here to Georgia, because we will have the Atlanta Dream Team. Yeah. Right, Marcella?
Yes, and yes, Natasha.
Yeah.
Hey, I got somebody coming up for you guys already, so I'm ready for you guys when y'all ready to kick off Atlanta Dream Team.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is John on call?
Who?
John Valana.
No.
I just wanted to thank him. He gave me the contact for signpost service in Maryland, and I appreciated that.
Good. Okay. Hey, Jimmy.
Good morning. This is Linda.
Oh, go ahead, Linda.
I wanted to thank ladies for stepping out and showing properties this morning. Not sure if she's on the call. She's probably getting ready for that. And thank John for calling me yesterday. I don't know if you guys know, but John had a baby yesterday. And so he became a dad. And so that's probably why he's not on the call, but he wanted me to take care of handling a buyer for him yesterday. So I want to reach out and thank him as well.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Do we know if he's hit icon? I know he was waiting on one to close there, and he's
real close.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's nice.
Good. Okay, thanks, Linda. Any other kudos, shout outs?
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Rodney.
Hey, Rodney.
I just want to say thank you to Tim. Tim gave me a bunch of signs for open house that I'm gonna have this weekend. So I just want to say, hey, I appreciate it.
All right. I don't think Tim's on this morning.
I don't think he is neither. He's supposed to be getting on the road, heading out of town.
Yeah. You putting that Maserati on the road.
Oh, man, I saw it yesterday.
That's the first thing I was thinking.
Oh man, that thing is nice.
Ooh, yeah. Boy, it purrs too. What did he hit it for you? Hit that gas for you?
He didn't. I didn't. I told him, I said, don't turn it on, because I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Just looking at it, man. I was like, man, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah. All right, guys. How about wins? What's some wins we got for this week? Some activity. What you got?
I gotta jump right in here. I finally closed on that house that we have been trying to close on since April 30th.
Woo!
Yes.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Y'all just don't know.
Yeah, girl.
And I gotta tell the testimony behind it. So thank you. But I gotta tell y'all the testimony, because it's a huge win, and persistence pays off. So earlier in the week, we did not get the certificate of occupancy because it's new construction. It's a custom build. And the agent texted me on Wednesday saying, hey, the inspector will be out yesterday to do the inspection for the final inspection for the CO. I said, okay, I'm going to schedule the closing. So I scheduled the closing for yesterday. And I told the lender, we will make the CO. The lender said they will make the CO a condition of funding. I said, great, let's just go. Let's run with it. Well, the agent didn't like that. She was like, well, suppose we don't get the CO. I was like, well, suppose we do. And because I don't want my client waiting another 6 days to close next week. So she and I went back and forth with that. And I said, I'm keeping the closing date. So we kept the closing. The attorney was fine with it. The lender was fine with it. My client was fine with it. And we went to closing. Well, lo and behold, we left, we signed off on the documents. The seller was not there, y'all. He was not there. He's like, I'll come sign my part later. I said, that's fine once you sign off on it. And we left the closing and went to the house. About 5 minutes after we pulled up at the property, the inspector, the county inspector shows up. And this is where God steps in. If y'all meet me in person, I have an absolutely bubbly personality. I walk up on him, older white gentleman. He was very, like matter of factly. I was like, hey, you come to bring us some good news today, didn't you? And he just looks at me. He's like, nope, they fail already. Because the very first thing on the list they haven't done. I said, you playing with me, right? So he's like, nope, it's not done. So everything else on the punch list that they had from the county was complete except this one thing. I said, you got to be kidding me. My client is going to be fixing to be homeless. We need a CO. We called the agent, she called the builder. We were on the phone with everyone. And he got in his vehicle about to leave. And my client and I looked at each other. I said, we're just going to pray. God is in control. If we have to get a plumber out here ourselves today to put this cutoff valve in, we will put it in, get it in and get the CO so you can have your house. About not 2 minutes later, he gets back out of the truck. He walks over to me. He hands me his business card. He says, text me a message with test in it. I'm going to send you the CO. I said, God, nothing but you and the favor of God. Because he was like, well, no, this is going to be on me, because he was just really being a stickler about it. And I told him, I said, you know what, sir, God bless you. God just bless you for this, because it has just been 30 days of constant delays. And I said, God knew that he needed to send you today. And he said, God is good. I said, I believe it. I receive it. And God's going to bless you because of it. Wow. He said, tell the builder, get this thing fixed, but you have your CO. So we closed yesterday. She got her keys, and I just was dancing all over. Wow, listen, y'all, I did a Holy Ghost run up and down that driveway, okay?
I know that's right.
Yes.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
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 I just had to share that
Congratulations.
because
Wow.
I said, God, I will praise you like I lost my mind, because this one, I mean, the agent just gave me fits all the way to the end. But I thank God.
Wow.
Close.
Girl, I feel you on that one so much, because I finally got that commercial lease signed yesterday also. And literally Friday before our dream team call, I was crying. Like, we had been through it back and forth. Me, my client, the agent, like, it was just a mess. And I thought at the end that it wasn't going to happen because of the turmoil that had taken place. And then all of a sudden at the last minute, everything just came together, and we ended up signing like 8:30 a.m. yesterday morning before the other agent went on vacation. And I got one of my checks. Woo woo. So waiting on two more, but the testimony you talk about, that was a big test, but God came through at the end.
Awesome.
Wow. There is no testimony without a test. But
the test. Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah. I told somebody, I don't raise my voice, especially in business. The only people get to hear me raise my voice is my children, honestly. But I kind of raised my voice at that agent yesterday morning because I was done with her. I said, God, this is ridiculous.
You know what though? Yesterday at the signing, everybody was so happy. I mean, my client and I even ended up hugging. I was like, I didn't know if she was gonna be like, I'm never talking to this chick again. But everything worked out. It was all good at the end. Everybody was happy. And I think the other agent will be really good. She's also the property manager on the site. So I think my client and that agent will have a good long lasting relationship too while she's in that space.
That's awesome. Good, good. All right, guys. Congratulations. Any other wins?
Good morning, it's Linda. It's closing day for me. Closing private property, Potomac Club. Yeah. 2 closings this week, so God has been good. So closing in Potomac Club and so everybody's
Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Yes,
Linda. That's awesome.
congratulations.
We'll call you Linda the
Congratulations,
closer.
Linda.
Yes.
We're about to call her the icon. She got
I
multiple
know, right?
closes every week coming up
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Linda, what'd you say? That's your second, third this week? Which
My second this week.
second this week? Awesome. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank,
Congratulations, Linda.
thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Great, great. Okay, anybody else?
Rodney, we know you got some wins over there. Come off mute.
I did. I had a closing
What'd I say?
earlier in the week.
Awesome.
Yep, I had one this week, so it was a good week. Thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Congratulations.
Good, good. Okay.
Congratulations, Rodney.
Awesome.
Burning it
Thank
up.
you.
Congratulations, Rodney. Listen, y'all are just such an amazing team. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. It's gonna be an icon team. Icon team.
Icon
I
team all the
receive
way.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen. We can do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna count this as a win too. I finally got my client, who happens to also be my cousin, to swap out the stove on this listing that's coming up, but it is gonna push us back 3 to 4 weeks before we can go live. But he agreed to it. I'm like, look, this is the kitchen. This is a major part. We need this thing fixed. It needs to look nice. You're gonna ruin my pictures. But so he finally agreed to do it. So Curbio is actually going to handle it too. So I'll let you know how that goes. So far, so good.
You know what? As soon as you said it, I thought about it. I was actually going to I have a client that we're doing a Curbio estimate on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. So I have actually 2 clients I'm recommending Curbio to for listings.
Good, good.
So let me know how your experience goes. I'm a little bit earlier than you because these listings don't go live until July.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully we can do it sometime in June, but we'll probably be around the same time as soon as they get that stove in there. Because we had a special issue too. That stove is so old and it has a downdraft. So it's extra work. They need a specialized technician to come and do it, or contractor.
All right. Okay, guys.
Congratulations.
I got an
Thank
offer.
you.
Rather.
I want to know how that Curbio goes because I have a future client that I'm going to recommend use Curbio. So definitely would love to hear what your experience is like.
Okay. Well, so far so good. So I'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Guys. Good, good. Any other wins?
If you don't mind me adding really quickly, Rod, Pam,
Yeah.
I'm working with a client on Curbio as well. What I have been seeing, their contracts and estimates are, if you will, a little high. And it might be different from, what others have been going through, but some things it's kind of hard for me to justify to the client. Like, hey, this is, pretty much priced well or as standard, but just the long and short of it all, just for instance, kind of like changing out door frames. She has about 10 to 15 door frames that need to be changed, and they're charging like, I think it's like $1,000 a door when you can really
Wow.
deliver. Yeah. So just, kind of be leery. The concept is amazing, but ultimately the markup is very high, which ultimately takes out money, if you will, out of the seller's pocket. So just be kind of leery. So we're going back and forth right now to try to see if we can get that estimate down.
Agree, Cameron. That actually was one of the points that why my cousin wasn't really feeling them in the first place, because he felt that it was too high. The rates are high, but at the end of the day, the way I pushed it was, one, it's no money coming out of your pocket. It's going to come out of closing. I mean, ultimately it is coming out of his pocket, but not upfront. And then I just stood on their reputation. I'm like, look, this is a national company. They stand behind their work, blah, blah, blah. They have specialized technicians that can get the work done. And, if there are any issues, they can fix and repair, whatever, so I just kind of used the company brand to justify their pricing. And again, that he wouldn't have to come out of pocket up front. And that was like, sort of the thing that got us over the edge. Yeah.
I think that the thing for me that I am looking at is it going to can I raise the price point on the house if I do it? So I don't want it, I want it to net out. So if my client uses them and they spend, let's just say $10,000 to $15,000, then we either are going to see that in the price increase in the house, or they're going to net more than that. So I've been assessing it. Once I get the estimate, I'll just be able to do a better assessment of that. That's kind of how because what they initially sent me is very high. So I would agree with you.
Right. That's the other key, Natasha. And that's what we also did. Like, okay, well, this is what we'll net at the end. And as long as you net X amount, then you're okay. So we were able to go ahead and say, yes, let's move forward.
Good.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Okay. Any other wins, guys? It's gonna be a short call. We just wanted to kind of get together before the holiday weekend. Me and Patrice been a showing agent for me with a client. We got a buyer ratified last night on a townhouse, so that was exciting. Yeah, she saw a lot of properties and wrote a lot of contracts, so we finally got her one, and had to write it up non-contingent. Just if we only went 5,000 above the list, but I removed all contingencies, no financing, no home inspection.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. What made you remove the financing contingency? You felt your buyer was that strong, or?
She's strong, but that's kind of the trend in this area where, to be competitive. Yeah.
Because that's how I lost the last offer. The other offer, they removed the finance contingency. I'm like, there's no way we could compete with that unless we were cash.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I've been doing with my clients for that one though, Marcella, that I can remove the financing contingency. With the lenders, I have them pre-approved through underwriting.
Yeah, and that's what we ended up doing after we found that out. So we had them go through the underwriting process. So now not only will we be able to close in like 15 to 20 days, but we should be able to do that going forward, but only with this particular client.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good, especially if they're not trying to get any first-time buyer in any of those programs. You can do the upfront financing, because you can't do it if it's like a VHDA for us, in Virginia, because that takes 30 days. And that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of wins yesterday too. I was that yesterday? Day before yesterday, I was in Bowie. Took the photos on my listing that actually is going active today. We're having open house tomorrow. It was it was kind of a cluster because all of her last minute things she had scheduled to do for the house, she had to a carpet stretching that the guy didn't show up when he was supposed to. Of course, he showed up the morning of the photo shoot. The painter that was supposed to paint the trim on the outside, he also showed up the morning of the photo shoot. I literally got to the house. The carpet guy was in there stretching the carpet. The painter was outside painting the shutters. And the guy was riding across the lawn mowing the grass. I was like, oh my God, the photographer's gonna be here in 30 minutes. So I spent the day shuffling around everybody out of the way for the photographer. So by the time I left, it was the longest photo shoot I ever been at. But by the time I left, everything was done. Everybody was gone. So that was a good thing. So
Pam,
we haven't,
I'm sorry, I was just saying we're sisters because that is just so, I could just envision you doing that though.
I'm gonna tell you, I was like, nope, you're gonna have to go to that room. You're gonna have to move this equipment. You're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do that. I bet they were saying, oh my gosh, she's getting on our nerves. I was like, can't leave that right there. Touch that door back up. I felt like I was the director on a film or stage play or something.
I'm telling you, I could actually see you doing that too.
Yeah, I was. I had my first
brought
sergeant
a
hat
smile
on.
to my face.
Yes.
Just envisioning you
Yes.
just navigating. Okay, mow the grass over there now.
Yeah, I was. And I literally was. I was. Oh yeah. I said I had my first sergeant hat on, and I was demanding this is what it's gonna be like. And so, but it worked out, and we got some great pictures. Only one picture because she has a neighbor that has plywood on the back of her doors and stuff. So I had to take that off. But all the pictures look great. This photographer was referred to me by Cindy James. And so the process is similar, but it was the longest photo shoot in life. So, but that was good. And I spent yesterday, I got 2 buyers pre-approved. So ready to go out. Show some houses. Yes, that is awesome. I got the ratified contract back for my new construction. So, yeah. And then I had a pre-construction meeting for the investment property that my husband and I are buying, and hole is going to be in the ground next week. So I'm like, okay.
Congratulations.
It was
Pam.
things.
Congratulations, Pam.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
thank you. So it was a good day.
Wow, that's awesome.
How much do you guys typically pay
congratulations.
for photography on your listings?
Anywhere 250 to 300.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking around the 200 mark. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say 150 to 200, but I'm just on the low end.
Yeah, yours is an hours cause
I saw an email come from Exp the other day though, saying we could do 360-degree photos with our camera, but I haven't actually read the full email, so I don't know what's going on with that yet.
That's I Spy. I have that as well. Honestly, I would rather have somebody else do it. I've done it before. I've literally done it before, but I just, to me, the energy involved in doing it, I'd rather pay the $200.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm with you on that. I might do it though for coming soon, like to do it before the photographer comes out, just to sort of promote it in advance. But I hadn't really looked into it to see what it all entailed. So.
All right, guys. Anybody new agents got any questions before we close out? We just kind of wanted to get together real quick today, and no call on Monday. Just have a great weekend. Anybody new? Tabitha, how you doing? Tabitha, I owe you a call.
It's okay. I know you've been so busy.
I'm sorry. This week has been crazy. This has been the busiest week I've had in a long, long time. I've even missed part of the calls in the morning, starting early in the morning. So, but Tabitha, let me know if you need. I know you got an awesome mentor, Linda. So I know you're in good hands with Linda. So
yes, things have been great.
Rod got 5 listings coming up. So yeah, you're busy.
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. I got two photo shoots this morning. I got to head to one right after this call, and then I got another photo shoot and trying to get them all listed before the Memorial Day weekend. So,
Did you get that assistant, Rod? That virtual assistant?
you know,
Marcel, I'll get out my head because I was about to ask you the same
yeah,
question.
you know, I had to. I kind of slowed down on it because these people don't know real estate. And I'm like, man, I don't even have time to train somebody. You have to train them and teach them everything. And that's the only caveat to my outdesk is that you get these people, but you got to teach them and train them on everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even have time for that right now. But I know at some point I got to slow down to speed up. So
Yeah.
So I was like, I just haven't even had time to even start the process. It's an interviewing process, and
Yeah.
I'm rolling right now. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning putting listings in, and so I'm in grind mode now. I officially started my icon run. So when I'm in icon run, I'm just totally focused on knocking out those 20. So
Get your TC to put those listings in.
Yeah, my TC. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get somebody else because my current TC that I work with, she doesn't put listings in. If y'all know somebody, let me know. The listings in the sky slow part. If y'all have
Jan does it, but I don't know that she knows that area. She knows Georgia, DC, but she definitely knows EXP and Sky Slope.
No, somebody that's local here in the DMV. Let me know. I got somebody that does that. Yep. Okay. Anybody else have anything, guys, before we close out? Appreciate y'all holding it down this week. Hey, was that information good on Wednesday?
Yes.
Settlement company, MBH. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Good. Okay, guys, well, we're gonna close out. Everybody have an awesome Memorial Day weekend. Spend time with the family. Don't work too hard. And we'll see you all on next Wednesday.
All right. Have a great weekend,
Okay,
everybody.
thank you. Thank you.
Weekend, everybody.
All right.
Have a good
Thank you.
holiday,
Have a great
everybody.
one.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.